I don't know where they come. They have to clean it up, but I don't know how to do it, because you clean in here is where we come to the other one.
Are you doing the Seattle Find It, Fix It? So I submitted it yesterday, but they say submit it every day.
Hey, Kyle. We've got 3 people living inside this small tent right here.
There are a lot of young girls here.
It's been happening within the past 2 months. They just actually swept 200 yards up the trail, and this is just where it's at now.
Packages are being stolen. The garages are being broken into. Power's being stolen. And all of that activity has upticked since this camp has arrived here.
Like, people say that we're stealing shit. It's no, we're stealing from stores. Yeah, sure.
This is why we don't count tents as homes. Not every tent is a home. This is what we call a storage tent for stolen goods. So this is a market of bring your stolen goods here. Somebody probably will get paid a few bucks. And all this is a big open, it's a storage unit.
I've had 2 women ask me today for a DV advocate to come through and talk to women.
This is where they stay. This is where the drugs are. This is where the dealers are. This is where they take their stolen goods. This is where they sell their bodies. Claiming that he's taken down 8,000 tents means he's moved about 100 people 80 times. These are service-resistant folks, the same people we've seen for years. It's the same people, often in couples, triples, and quads, surviving out here together. We're keeping our most vulnerable by not intervening. And that means arresting for trespass, arresting for vandalism, arresting for open use of narcotics, dealing, sex trafficking. Holding people accountable is love. Accountability is empowerment. And that's the message to the mayor, is do something than just move people around.
Everybody here you're going to notice are couples or groups of friends, and they're all having the same story. We can't go without each other.
This is the Mountain View to Sound bike trail. Thousands of people use this bike trail per day. Our usual suspects are out here. Hi, Gage. Remember me? I came looking for you every day, and I promised you I'd be back. Fastest way to housing is to go through a detox 28-day program. We are seeing better outcomes when people take care of their health first, and then we pay for the first 90 days of clean and sober housing. So we won't ever let you come back out on the street when you accept help from us, okay? Paige is the camp mom. She's, in charge, and the young 20-year-old with her is all dolled up, fresh makeup, scantily clad clothing, and I keep asking her, are you sure you're okay and not doing anything against your will? There's cash out there, there's fentanyl foil. I just find this incredibly tragic catastrophe for these young women to be left out here to trade their bodies. This is intervention, all the way up and down.
About 5 months ago, we cleared this and worked with this construction company to make it all happen, and now it's returned.
So here we are, School of the Blind. We've worked this block for years and years and years.
You see all the signs, deaf and blind exiting. The lighthouse for the blind is right here, and people can't get through safely without going through the debris.
We're kind of at a point where we're down to the service resistant. That is who's on the streets. By now, it's 2025. We're losing 2,000 people a year from our state to overdose death. There's capacity, there's room, sadly, because people are exiting homelessness through death.
The people usually living in the tents are using meth or something, and they want to go through the garbage.
We have a community service program for people that commit crimes, have parking tickets, they come out and pick litter. So today we're going to assign a couple people to come out and clean up this garbage. This is not a homeless crisis, and the more we keep saying that, the more it's confusing to people. This is a untreated mental illness and drug addiction crisis. And this is a good day. This sidewalk is normally blocked. We do our very best to keep it clear, but it is a hot spot, and we've put up blocks, signs, cones, and they get removed.
We don't want to live like this. We don't want to live like this, We're going to go to the outreach program, and they're going to help us out too with other stuff.
Okay.
To try to get back on track, get off the streets, and, get out of the RV. Well, I'm trying to do it with my girlfriend at the same time. We're trying to do it together.
Codependency. He's looking out for his girlfriend. She sleeps all day, works all night. Codependency is the barrier. It's sort of treatment 101. You got to separate from your loved ones and take care of yourself first. This is a drug crisis and a codependency crisis of what's left on the streets. Here's your school for the blind. Youth in Focus, Northwest Children's Foundation, Washington Women's Foundation, School for the Blind. Across the street, fentanyl. Keeping people down and giving them handouts and coddling them and keeping them where they're at until they're ready, letting them out of jail free, leniency, all of that is devolving these human beings. It's stripping them of their psychological drive to do better. So why are policymakers and our far left lawmakers saying don't do that? I mean, they want to let everybody out of jail free card, and that is not helping human beings. It's cruel and unusual punishment, actually, for people not to be held accountable for their consequences. We're in West Seattle. There's a VWF. There's a shelter. All the drug activity where I made a call to action to Mayor Harrell, you lied to me that my parks were going to be tent free. So here we are at Famous Tent Park. There's a sweep happening. This is good news. This park has become an open air drug market, and West Seattle's fed up. There's open air use of fentanyl. There's tents. There's garbage. I just feel sorry for these guys. You know, I met James at Denny Park in 2020. Here he is 5 years later, sweeping the same people over and over and over. Here you have your open fire pits here at Totem Park. Graffiti, property damage, vandalism, garbage, fentanyl. Got to get off of drugs. Got to kick the drugs. We'll put you into a 28-day program, and then we'll put you into a recovery home for 90 days. You will not step foot back on the streets between those two things, and help you leave this once and for all.
Homeless judges, right? And the reason why we're on this shit is because of you. Go away. Just go away.
Okay, well, I think she might have been frustrated that I came up to her wife first and sort of offered kind of next steps and help. And then she got triggered, but then she started blaming her wife. And this is that codependent relationship. Have you guys seen services recently? Okay. This is 5 years. We're here in 2020 documenting the garbage, the squalid living conditions. Where's everybody at? This is a place where people aren't allowed to camp. And what you're seeing here is, again, a lot of couples, a lot of people surviving in community, keeping each other down. It's very codependent. Is doing drug user intervention and offering detox services and then housing pathways after that. It's negative. No interest. No interest in getting off of drugs. Amanda, you want to just go for a walk with me?
Yeah, sure. Let's do that.
Perfect. So my fastest way to housing is to put you through a 28-day program and then put you into a women's recovery home for 90 days until you can kind of get your sea legs back. Does that sound like something you want to do?
Down here, it's the hardest part, you know. It's like because you run into like all these people that want to smoke fentanyl with you, and like
they want to all smoke fentanyl. So would you say it's a codependent ecosystem where people are just hustling and using and bringing you in?
yeah, they definitely. I don't want to live like this. I've never lived like this a day in my life.
I'm going to call Tim. He knows how to get you into treatment same day. He's going to come down and talk to you. We saw on display today is over and over again of people in codependent relationships, one dragging down the other. We're finding in the woods, in the parks, a lot who are service resistant are largely in these codependent relationships. People got to start fending for themselves. And the minute they do, it's almost like that addiction is the pimp. You know, addiction is the ultimate pimp. They cannot break free from that. You cannot reach self-sufficiency through codependency.